Hello everybody and welcome back to week 8 of the multi-battle conference. Now this week is a battle for second place versus Steve and Byral, who are captaining the Toronto Talonflames. And of course we are Team Doesn't Click. I am Ryan and I am joined of course by Fiona.
Hello.
That's it. That's all you had to say. Just hello. That's all you got for us?
Well, I mean, I thought you just wanted me to say hi. You normally want me to just say hi and then you want to talk more.
I don't have much to say, guys, but like I said, battle for second place, I should say. They are currently in second. We are currently in third, and we've got something to prove after that rough loss last week.
Yeah, we should have won that game, but we're here to prove that we can win our games. I honestly really like our matchup.
Yes.
I also really like their logo. I just want to give a heads up. I really like their logo.
I also want to point out they are fake Canadians, so we're here to defend our turf. They are not from Toronto or
from Canada.
Actually, let me rephrase that. I've been told they're not from Canada. I can't confirm, but I've been told they're not from Canada. So
I know the Gumi guy I think is from Michigan.
But I know at least one of them isn't. If the other one is, then I can't speak to it. Then I take everything I say back. But either way, we're defending a turf. So,
yeah.
For the time being, we're defending our turf. And I'm going to flash standings on the screen right now, guys. Why? Because I can. And look how tight the sword division is. Like, it's absolutely insane. And I'm going to stop talking about it because we're in team preview. Here's the team.
Yeah. So I noticed the Tangela and the Musharna were on opposite sides here. So we didn't really want to lead our Cinder. We thought we were going to max Cinder turn 1 or turn 3. That was our game plan. We prepped for both scenarios.
Yep.
And they brought the scenario where they have Tangela and Musharna as an option, so we didn't really want to commit immediately.
Yeah, we can't commit to Cinderace turn 1 because if they go Tangela Musharna, they're getting Trick Room up, and then we're wasting our max basically, and from there it's just disaster. So
yeah.
Silvally gave us a few more options here just to start pivoting around and stuff. So that's what we decided to go with, and at this point we're both locked in. We're just waiting for them to lock in so we can lock in. Because, like, you never want to lock in so incredibly fast. I don't know. It's a mind game. The whole thing's a mind game in best of 1.
Yeah. This is also... There's only 2 weeks left, I think.
This is week 8, and there is 10 weeks total. So we have 2 more matches after this one.
Okay.
So things are heating up into playoff race. It's going to be super tight.
Yeah. So everybody's locked in except for Stevie.
There he goes.
But
right on cue. Thanks, Steve. Right on cue.
Alright, so we led, as we said, we were going to lead Raichu and Silvally.
Yep.
And they actually led something different. Like, we didn't actually expect them to lead this, but it was fine regardless.
Yeah, I think this was an interesting lead on their end. And to be honest, I wonder if they were trying to bait their max here. Like, bait us to think that they were going to max here. Because maxing Dragapult, beside Toxtricity, maybe into a Cinderace, going for like an Airstream Overdrive or some sort, would actually probably have been a decent play for them, right? When they saw this lead, I don't know if they wanted to readapt, if we messed up their game plan this turn. But either way, right here, it's one of the things, if Dragapult maxes, I really want to nuzzle.
Yeah. I got the sides mixed up. I just want to let you guys know. I thought Marowak was on the Toxtricity side and not the Dragapult. So I was a bit concerned. I'm like, what if you discharge? But no, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
So I just thought my play was straightforward here with my Silvally. I just go for the multi-attack into the Tox. There's not really a good switch. I mean, there is Tangela, but that's it.
Yeah, Tangela is the only switch-in they have, and if they swap in Tangela, we're getting a nuzzle into Dragapult this turn. So there's also no way they blow up Silvally here, even if they max Dragapult and double into the Silvally. Silvally wouldn't die, so we get the free knockout. It's a free turn for us, basically.
So Dragapult goes for Dragon Darts and no max, which is very interesting.
Yep. Does a lot of damage, and it reveals Life Orb, which is perfect for us.
So we get the Nuzzle off for free. And multi-attack is not going to do much to this Tangela, because I know Tangela's got a lot of defense, and with a Violite, it just bounces.
Yep.
But that wasn't really our game plan.
So, I mean, we're not meant to do big damage to Tangela here. So we had a lot of trouble debating what we wanted to do this turn. It's turn 2. We know we want Cinderace in for the next turn. It's just a matter of, right now we're in front of Tangela, and it threatens Sleep Powders, which is horrifying. And we also threaten Follow Me, though, so we can get away from that. We actually bluffed Lightning Rod. We are static on our Raichu, which is very, very nice in this case, because we have this access to Follow Me now, which is phenomenal. So basically our play, Follow Me, swap into Cinderace, I believe is what we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want to leave in Silvally here at all. I knew leaving in Silvally was not the play.
Yeah, we had also, that was our secondary maxer, so if we swap out Silvally and Cinderace gets put to sleep somehow, then it's not the end of the world. We still have Silvally as our secondary maxer, right? And if Silvally goes to sleep, then it starts dwindling, right? Like we lose our Dynamax turns, it starts dwindling until later and later in the game, and that's not what we wanted here. We wanted to get pressure on as soon as possible.
They also have to hit a move as well.
Yes. And, yeah, they also have to hit a move. There's nothing else to say other than they have to hit a move.
Yeah. So we just go for the Follow Me here.
Yeah. And the cool mechanic about Follow Me, which I'm going to point out, well, not that it mattered here because Dragapult gets paralyzed, but they're actually going to Amnesia here, which is very odd if you ask me.
I'm pretty confused why they did that.
Yeah, that was very, very shocking to me. But besides the point, like we don't really have too many special threats that are really gonna run through it. I wonder if they thought maybe we'd run special Cinderace, which
yeah, maybe
that's what they were thinking. But regardless, the cool mechanic there is Follow Me and Dragon Darts. If you Follow Me and the first dart kills Raichu, the second one would also have gone into the Follow Me. It will not redirect on its own, and it will actually miss. So Cinderace was 100% safe from Follow Me damage there.
But we didn't decide to do that. We went for Nuzzle into Tangela.
Well, no, the turn on the switch is what I was talking about.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, this time we're nuzzling into Tangela because now not only do they have to break through Paralysis, but they also have to hit their Sleep Powder. So just trying to keep odds in our favor here as we max. There was also a chance we just ripped right through this Tangela, which is honestly what I was expecting to do.
Yeah, I expected it to be honest. I was a little bit concerned that you didn't have a stronger move.
Yeah.
Like, I expected them to be Fizz Def, especially since they revealed Amnesia.
Yeah, I feel like they're probably 252 bold, and then, or something close to that, and then a nice little Amnesia to counteract the fact that they didn't have any investment in special defense, right?
Yeah. So, Airstream's gonna come out, and as we see, it does not KO, which doesn't surprise me.
No, it's not, and it's not the end of the world here, unless they get a Sleep Powder off here, and we're banking on either para, a miss, something. Let's see what we get here.
So they go for darts, and it kills Raichu, and does a little bit of damage to Cinderace, but that's fine.
That is fine indeed. And Cinderace taking it just fine. As Tangela actually
go for Leech Seed.
Which was shocking to us. I was very shocked by that, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, then I started to feel like I was no longer concerned anymore about Cinderace going rendered useless.
Yeah, and I bring in Gene Simmons here because right now we basically just threaten 2 knockouts. The Dragapult is paralyzed, Gene Simmons outspeeds. We basically get 2 knockouts, and this is one of those things where I believe it was me that mentioned that you should just flare into the Tangela in case they want to swap into Toxtricity here. We didn't need the speed anymore, so we do just flare the Tangela to cover any sort of potential switch-in they want to go for. And we just knock off into Dragapult. We get that knockout because they have a Life Orb. They're clearly not very bulky. So we get 2 knockouts. We're threatening 2 knockouts. There's nothing they really want to do.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not in the best position here.
And I just want to point out, Fiona thought I was going to use my shiny Gene Simmons because, like, she's like, Ryan, you're going to just use your shiny one just to annoy me. And I'm like, no, I wouldn't do that. So there we go, guys. It is not shiny.
I just realized that now. I mean, I probably would have realized if it was shiny immediately. Like,
yeah.
What is that hideous thing?
And thankfully, Dragapult protects here, which is massive because now they don't get redirection beside their Masharna in the back after the Dragapult dies here. And we actually get our burn as well, so we're actually packing on more of a punch.
Yes. So, I'm actually very surprised Tox died.
We're a Cinderace with a Life Orb.
That's the power from Adamant Cinder.
Yeah, Adamant Cinder really messes up a lot of opposing calcs. I do love running it.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. Even not that it subtly messes them up, but it also forces them, if they want to live, to invest more into more into defense, and then they can't kill Cinder in return. So I think it's a good trade-off most of the time, depending on speed tiers, of course, in prep. But
yeah, it very much depends on speed tiers here, but we didn't really need the extra speed.
no.
So.
Because Dragapult was already faster than us, right? So it's not like we needed to
Yeah.
outspeed that initially. So that was kind of our thought process there. But anyways, Cinderace with the giant soccer ball, and this is why I was saying if Dragapult would have went down and got Musharna in here, they would have actually been able to get Trick Room up in a pretty decent spot. But thankfully they did protect the Dragapult, so now we get another 2 free knockouts here.
Yeah, so we just go for the fire move in case the Scavalier's in the back. If it's Starmie, it's still taking like 75%.
Yeah.
But this should be very straightforward. There's not really much they can do. Like their 2 back mons are weak to dark with the Dragapult, so like the whole side is weak to dark.
Oh yeah, the whole side literally loses to Obstagoon. It was incredible, and they actually swap in a Scavalier here just to get nice and toasty right now. This thing got burnt to a crisp.
Yeah, we killed the 7 of them.
Yeah, so. I was honestly surprised they weren't Okaberry, but it didn't matter because with the sun they were dying anyway. So maybe that's why they weren't Okaberry. As you see, Obstagoon pick up the Dragapult right there. So
I'm not sure if we might have killed it without the sun as well.
If they didn't have
Adamant.
Yeah, I think if they're Okaberry, they do manage to survive without the sun, but I actually don't know that, Kel.
Yeah.
Actually, I might have it open. I do not have it open. I take back everything I just said. I do not have that Kel open.
So Musharna and Tangela come back in. That's not a concern at all.
No, and this is what I was. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
My thought process is here. I think it's better to double Musharna.
Yeah.
Because if Tangela goes for Protect, which I could definitely see it doing, then that's annoying.
Yeah, it's like the whole.
And if they don't Rage Powder, then or get fully parried, then we just KO Musharna.
Yeah, and it's one of the things where they're either forced to Rage Powder or Protect, and they gotta basically, if they have Protect, and if they have Protect and we go into Tangela, then we lose. It's like the Togekiss in VGC 20, right? You're so scared to follow me, you want to kill it. They just Protect and they waste one of your turns, and that's not what we wanted to happen here. So we just basically said, let them Rage Powder. They'll take the Flare Blitz anyways, and if they don't, we're killing the Musharna here. So
if they Rage Powder, it's even better because that whole side is gone.
Yeah, that's the ideal scenario right now. As Cinder drops the Flare Blitz, Tangela, goodbye.
Yeah, we're also running Flare Blitz because we didn't really want to miss.
Yeah, in case you guys haven't seen some of our luck this season, but if you guys have been watching the rest of the season, you would have seen some of our luck, and we don't want to miss. We're trying to keep odds in our favor rather than work against them. So we made sure we didn't miss there. And Colberberry, not surprising. Trick Room going up, also not surprising. Expected at some point, it was just a matter of when they were going to do it.
Yeah. So now they just have Trick Room for like a Musharna on the field. There's no pressure.
Literally zero pressure.
And they've already used their Colberberry, so my Sucker Punch is free here.
Yep, you got a free Sucker Punch right now, and I basically just knock off. There's a potential, probably Marowak in the back at this point. Sylveon could have been a little bit annoying, but at that point, our Primarina and our Corsola just seal the game at that point. So
yeah,
knockoff is just safe right now. Azralet does go for Sucker Punch, changing to a Dark type. And I'm actually not sure of this, Kel. I want to say because we're adamant it would have killed.
I think it would have killed.
I don't think the crit mattered, but if it did...
I think it does at least 90%.
I mean, if it did, it might have hurt us a little bit. It would have definitely changed the differential. I don't know how much the end game it actually changes, but it would have hurt our it would have changed the differential for sure.
But, so now, I mean, they could have, what else could they have done?
No, I'm saying if you don't kill with the Sucker Punch, they Psychic you here, and then you can't get a Sucker...
No, why would they can't Psychic me? I'm a Dark type.
Oh, you're right. Maybe they couldn't have hit you at all. Huh.
So what could they have done?
That's a good question. Interesting. Recover maybe? No, but they weren't recovering because they attacked.
They don't even get Recover.
They attacked, so... I might have been Psychic into the Dark type. That's a good point. So basically, an interesting thing to point out here is the Marowak cannot max because the Dynamax is on the side currently that is not allowed to have a max. So this actually stalls out a turn of Trick Room, which is perfect.
Yes. I think it was more beneficial to... I mean, I guess we could... Well, hindsight, we could have actually attacked this turn and then protect the next.
No, this was fine because the way I look at it is if you Sucker Punch and you get it off and you don't kill, which it probably doesn't. Marowak has decent physical bulk, right? So it probably doesn't. You die to Life Orb, then they Flare Blitz. I mean, they probably lose the game anyways, but I think this works out better in long term for differential, just because the attack was guaranteed. If they were to attack, it was guaranteed to hit Gene Simmons right there, which I think makes it a little bit more sense. And we didn't know they were gonna go protect, right? So
Yeah. Now they have a max option, which is fine. Like, I don't really see them. I don't see how they can win as long as we keep like attacking, because they're running out of trick room turns.
yeah, exactly. What do they have? 2 at this point?
Yeah.
And at this point, we have to save Gene Simmons.
Yeah, I think saving Gene Simmons made more sense.
Yeah, saves it outside Trick Room. We have 2 turns of Trick Room. We guarantee you Corsola can take anything. They're not going to Phantasm into the Dark Normal type. I guarantee you they won't be doing that. So it's a free switch in here to Dead Sea. We're going to probably take mad damage, but we're not going to die, and then that completely stalls Trick Room out. If we need it, we get Gene Simmons in later on for the knockout outside of Trick Room.
And I just get a free Sucker Punch damage into the Marowak, which is nice.
And I do want to apologize for us playing slow right there, just because it's a bit annoying to watch. But at this point, I said to Fiona, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play slow, just off the off chance somehow they can start taking this timer. And timer is also a win condition for us. So if we can get it that low, and if this Marowak starts sweeping somehow, because you never know, you have to be scared, right? So I wanted to play it safe, make sure we had that locked up.
Yeah.
And basically,
I mean, I didn't see a way they could possibly win.
No, I think it came down to how much this Sucker Punch was actually going to do to Max Marowak. And as you can see there, it actually does almost 50%. And at this point, that guarantees the game's over, just based on what we have in the back outside of Trick Room. So there's no real reason to play slow, so I don't think we actually did. But Corsola, eating it up like the tank that it is, just absolutely gorgeous. The sea might be dead, but it's here. The sea might be dead, but it's here. So, and then we get
just bring in Primarina here.
Yeah. You bring in Primarina, protect, I strength sap the Marowak, slow it down. If they target Prim, who cares? We're outside of Trick Room the next turn anyways. And if they target Corsola, they'll be -1. We'll be full health from the strength sap, and they won't be killing us anyways. So, it's basically a foolproof turn right here. There's nothing they can really do. As long as they don't kill Corsola, we actually get a nice little +4 differential rather than +3, which is phenomenal. Especially in the standings. If you guys saw quickly earlier on, we're actually winning this with a +4 differential. If we were to, we would have actually been able to finish off the same differential as the team in first place, meaning if they were to ever drop a game, we'd slip back into first place. So that's basically is something in the back of my mind right now. But of course, the win's most important, right? So
yeah. So there's not really much they can do at this point.
No, at this point, we're just chilling. And I think, Fiona, you said you had a question of the day for the people?
Oh, I did, but now I don't. So.
You did,
but
but
now on the spot.
You did, but now you don't. All right, so we got no question of the day, guys. But question of the
about it.
You know what? I got a new one. I got one. Okay. Question of the day, guys. How do you feel about shiny Primarina? That's my question. Shiny Primarina. How do you guys feel about it?
A+ shiny. It's blonde.
I don't know. Like, I think it's cool. Like, I like the I don't know. I just don't know about it. Like, I don't know if it's different enough.
I just like the blonde hair. Like this, I mean, my favorite color is blue. You know that.
Yeah, so I'm
fine with blue hair.
Yeah, but you keep the blue. You keep blue on the rest of the body, right? So I guess it makes sense. I don't know.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about it is like the little ribbons that it has, the pink ribbons that it has on its chest. I like the light blue ribbons better.
Yeah, but Ariana, clicking Hydro Cannon here, gonna drop the Marowak, and we're gonna snag a 4-0 victory over the Toronto Talonflames. So of course a great game, but that 4-0 victory now puts us up to second place above the Toronto Talonflames now with a very, very promising differential leading in with the last 2 weeks of the season, and is huge for the playoff race.
Yes.
I love how I go on like a long-winded sentence. Fiona's just like, yes.
Yes.
That's all you have to say is yes.
I'm just happy that we somehow won this game. I was worried a little bit.
I think it would have been a very different game had they gotten Trick Room up, and like if they let Dragapult die early on and gotten Trick Room up, I think it would have been a very different game.
Yeah, but I
I
think
think we would have
we had
come.
so much pressure on their side.
Yeah, like I think we were still fine. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying I think it would have been a very different game.
Mm-hmm.
But I think unless Fiona has anything to say, guys, I'm gonna go with another one of my horrible outros. And Fiona, what do you got?
Nothing.
You got nothing? All right, guys. So we're chilling in second place now, thanks to that 4-0 victory over the Toronto Talonflames. There are 2 weeks left of the regular season. Playoff push time is indeed upon us. I think we need one more win to guarantee to clinch a playoff spot. So we're looking for that next week. And with that, guys, I will catch you guys next. We will catch you guys next week. I should sign out on the behalf of both of us. We will catch you guys
Yeah.
next week when I believe we take on the New England Patriots in the cross division matchup. So that'll be for sure a good matchup for sure. But with that, guys, we're gonna get out of here.